Hello, Dave Powers here. I'm standing in for Pastor Cliff. This is Pastor Cliff's channel. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Hey, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is just like, you know what, man? Honestly, I gotta say this. It is what it is. I know a lot of people have problems saying that today, but that's the truth. I mean, come on, somebody. I mean, seriously, we got to start calling it like it is, man. I mean, sin is sin is sin. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but there's a culture war going on. And it's a culture war of words. And, you know, we have this new thing that came on scene that everybody now call political correctness, you know, the PC, everybody's so obsessed about not offending anybody. Jeez, you whiz, are you frustrated yet? Come on, it is what it is. You know what? Honestly, I can understand that for people that are not Christians, that are just in the world, all right? But I think I should be able to say this, that as Christians, we should be far from that. Let's not be offended when we hear what God is saying to us. We should cast off these worldly things, man. Come on. Sin is sin. And you're never ever going to come to a place of repentance until you own sin. You've got to own sin. Listen. Sex outside of marriage is sin. And you don't just go under a tree and pick a girl and say, you're my wife, and that's your wife. That's not the law of the land. Let's follow the law of the land. We are God's children. We follow the law. Come on, somebody. And not just when it pleases us. Come on, we got to be fair about this. But listen, come on. I say that, but unless the law contradicts what God says, then we got to stand up. We understand that. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. But listen, sin is sin. We've got to learn to be people that stand up for God. We've got to start standing up for the things that God has called us to stand up for. Listen, there was a guy in the Old Testament, and in his day, I think it was kind of like right now. Y'all remember Elijah? Elijah was just fed up with this thing. And he called forth one day and he says, listen, all you worshipers of idols, meet me on this hill. and he got up on that hill. And he's like, if God be God, let it be. And if the Baals be God, let that be. And he drew the line and God showed up. Revival came. Man, I think that's where we need to be today. As Christians, we need to draw the line and say, if God is God, let him be. And if this worldly ways, let's just go the worldly ways.